right to food, we cannot wait anymore. It's clear what we have to do. It's clear that the problem is that we need to give the farmers their rights. The peasants' rights will be at the base to achieve right to food for everybody. This is the real things that we need to do. We need to implement what we decided yet at the international level. We need to put the right at the center, and trade is not anymore the way to find a solution to give food to everybody. We need to achieve our rights to exchange our seed, our right to access to our lands, our rights to preserve our landscape, our rights to achieve our possibility to produce through our knowledge. We have a knowledge. We as farmers has a knowledge. This is our rights, essential rights that we need to defend and to protect. If we will have our rights, there will be no hunger in the world in the future.
It is estimated that about 200 million agricultural workers in the world are among those hungry people. In particular, the plantation workers are more vulnerable. And the hunger of workers is directly linked with violation of their right to food and the violation of their workers' rights. Because today we still have workers who are paid $1 per day, and this is not enough for them to feed themselves and their families. Therefore, the right of agricultural and food workers to get organized into trade unions and negotiate with their employers a living wage is a way to implement the right to food for workers. It is also linked not only with the income of workers, but also about their working conditions. According to the ILO, about 170,000 workers are injured and die every year. And if a worker, a breadwinner, is killed or injured at the workplace, the family remains without a breadwinner, and this is creating of the poverty. A lot of children are malnourished also in the areas, the percentage is higher in the areas where there are more plantations, where there are more workers in numbers.
Soy Marcos Arana de la WABA, que es la World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action. Hace 10 años, cuando los lineamientos del derecho a la alimentación se aprobaron, el cambio climático no era un tema importante en el mundo. Esto ha revelado nuevos retos precisamente para la implementación de los lineamientos voluntarios. Actualmente tenemos muchos ejemplos que muestran cómo es importante la aplicación de los lineamientos voluntarios para proteger a la población. La resiliencia de la población solamente puede construirse a través de la participación, de la protección de sus semillas, de la protección de su cultura alimentaria. Tenemos el ejemplo de Filipinas, donde el tifón Yolanda mostró cómo existen dos tendencias totalmente diferentes. Una que protege la alimentación de los niños desde pequeños, la alimentación desde el comienzo de la vida, con la participación de las mujeres, la protección de la lactancia, la implementación de los lineamientos voluntarios para la protección de los niños y de la lactancia en situaciones de emergencia. Y tenemos en cambio también un enfoque que es predominante también, en el cual estos elementos de estas situaciones de emergencia son aprovechados precisamente para la expansión de la agricultura industrial y que pone en riesgo la cultura alimentaria, que pone en riesgo a la población y la convierte en una población dependiente a futuro. Tenemos este reto en el futuro, tenemos el reto, pero también tenemos una herramienta importante. Los lineamientos voluntarios del derecho a la alimentación es un elemento importante que puede ser una herramienta que en manos de la población puede fortalecer la resiliencia fundamentalmente a través de la participación de las comunidades. Este es el reto que tenemos ahora y que nos invita precisamente a proteger el derecho a la alimentación desde el comienzo de la vida. Gracias.
My name is Lida, Lhotska. I work for the International Baby Food Action Network, a group that is related to corporate accountability regarding the multinationals that are producing breast milk substitutes. I found the debate on the panel fascinating, but still lacking on one aspect. How do we include the whole question of mothers and their babies within the debate on food systems? We clearly do not want to make mothers into factories producing breast milk, but we do want them to be recognized as very important players whose right to make informed decisions about how they feed their babies is constantly undermined by the violation of the right to information by the large multinationals producing breast milk substitutes. So the life cycle approach to how we define food systems and how we include in that definition the mothers and their babies is for me critically important.